What up, African family, and welcome back to another video of African history, culture, and worldview. And welcome back to my series African Myth and Legend 101, where I tell various stories from African myth and legend. Today, we're going to tell the myth of Sugwab, the man who became a god. And as always, don't forget to support the home team on patreon.com and go to Afrographics.com, a website where you can get helpful illustrative infographics on African history. Links to Patreon and Afrographics are in the description box below, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Sugwab was a brave Khoikhoi man who was worried about the survival of his tribe during a prolonged drought. Cattle died, crops withered, and the people became thin and weak because there was nothing to eat and very little water. One day, a stranger in long robes, his face covered with a hood, came to the village. The stranger knocked on the door of one of the tribal elders, who was very weak. Sugwab was seated at the man's bedside, praying for the elder's life. Sugwab could see that the stranger was strong and well fed. Suspicious, he began to ask questions. Was there a drought where the stranger came from? Had he seen death in his travels? Had he ever been to this village before? From the answers, Sugwab realized the stranger must be Ganab, the spirit of death in human form. That gave him an idea. He challenged Ganab to a fair fight. If Sugwab won, then Gunab would leave forever, giving his people the gift of eternal life, even in the face of drought. If Ganab won, he could spread death among the entire village. He could even take them all at once to make his job easier. At first, the spirit of death didn't think much of the challenge. When Sugwab said he trusted him to fight fairly, Ganab accepted, for no one had ever trusted him before. As the news spread, the villagers came out to watch Sugwab wrestle with the spirit of death. At first, the two were evenly matched. For days they wrestled without stopping. Finally, Sugwab threw Gunab down to the ground and declared himself the winner. Gunab was stunned and angry, for it was the first time he had ever lost. He lashed out with his fist, connecting sharply with Sugwab's kneecap. Screaming and crumbling to the ground, Sugwab clutched his shattered knee and fainted. When he came to wake up, everything was black. He felt as if he were floating. Voices were softly discussing the amazing things Sugwab had done and how he could be rewarded. He was hovering in the air. The village was far below. He stretched out his arm. Drops of rain trickled down from his fingers. He stretched his other hand. A stream of rain poured down from that hand. The water soaked into the earth. By the next day, the fields were green. All of the villagers danced in the rain, their faces turned up to the heavenly cloud that Sugwab had become. His heart was so filled with joy as the villagers sang their thanks to their new rain god for the life-saving water. If you like these videos and want to help out in its continued production, you can support the home team on patreon.com. The link is in the description box below. Know thyself, remember your ancestors. Peace.